is kill or be killed. House full of enemies, warfare with the enemy.
Check it. You see that go all weird notes don't see that clock. Yeah, I can see this too.
I never changed up. What happened to brotherly love? You turn your back, you got caught up in the and it's crazy how you changed up. I'm possession on every side. My life is a battlefield. My mind is a war zone. It's kill or kill. House full of enemies. Warfare with the enemy. I'm possession on every side. My life is a battlefield. My mind is a war zone. It's kill or kill. House full of enemies. Warfare with the enemy.
You change your mind, you change your code. What doctor next with you, man? Who can know the words out your mouth? Smell musty and old. You serve the most high, now your soul. It's me with your Bible and your self-talk. Whoa, it's my kids around here, you don't know. Sharpen swords round here for fun. So your misguided doctrine is done. Now move on, no it's washy way. We're trying to free minds from the matrix maze, so we can get back to the ancient of days. As long as I live, I give the most highest praise.
Messiah never changed up, be the same yesterday, and today, and forever live his name. Man, it's crazy how you changed up.
Yeah.
I never changed up. What happened to brotherly love? You turn your back, you got caught up in your own. Man, it's crazy how you changed up. I'm possession on every side. My life is a battlefield. My mind is a war zone. It's kill. House full of enemies. Warfare with the enemy.
Is there something in the background?
I'm possession on every side. My life is a battlefield. My mind is a war zone. It's kill. House full of enemies. Warfare with the enemy.
I'm so like, oh,
He talking about me, he just selling you a dream, but Israelite king.
What up? We back on What the Book Say Radio, giving everybody a chance to come get in where they fit in. Trying to see if we're on the live chat. Anybody checking in right now? Check on that chat a bit, bro. I don't see anybody in the chat box here. No, it's like that. Okay, let's go outside. Good. All right. Yeah, what's up? Got your boy T Boogie back in the building. Got the young lion standing 10 toes down, feet on the ground, baby. There it is. That's what I'm looking for, that live chat button. Got the boy Wardy Pete checking in. You know what I'm saying? Shalom family, Shalom. Chat button over here. But anyway, all praise, honor, and great glory is unto our power. The power of Abraham, the power of Isaac, and the power of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. We back once again to dispensate the word of the Most High God. Church, cut this intro real quick. Yeah, we back once again. Bring you another lesson. Give everybody a chance to start signing in. Shaul signing in. You got who's it up there, bro? Another brother checking in.
Yakana Adila Yisrael, Shalom.
All praise.
Shalom. How y'all doing this?
How the family doing? Yeah, we gonna do a double check on that thing. Anybody, if you can hear us on the Facebook and the YouTube, give us a sec. I don't see the live chat on the Facebook. But anyway,
all praises.
All praises.
Shalom, Sister Tansy.
Yeah, most definitely. Love all our brothers and sisters. Who's that? Eyes of fingers in the building. Shalom Hebrew all the way from the Shy. Hope y'all staying warm up there.
Yeah, for real.
For real.
With y'all.
Yeah, our prayers with y'all brothers and sisters up there.
Real talk.
All my family. So check it out, y'all. We got another lesson the Lord to put together. The Most High to put together. We're gonna give it to y'all. I'm gonna let the young lion give y'all the title of the lesson.
The title of the lesson is Love or the Keeping of the Law is How to Maintain the Brotherhood parentheses friend.
Yeah. So, again, love is the law. The law is love. So, we got a lot of stuff going on in Israel nowadays, young bro, and that it's all over. And it seems like there's a lot of hate and malice and stuff going on. A lot of people talk about the brotherhood, this, the brotherhood, or sisterhood, this, sisterhood, that.
Yeah.
But we've been commanded to love one another as we love ourselves.
Right.
And that's how you maintain the brotherhood. Now, the brotherhood is based on the word and the work. If you ain't keeping the word and you ain't doing the work, you ain't part of the brotherhood or the sisterhood. So to be qualified for the brotherhood of the Most High or Israel, you got to have the word to keep it, and you got to be putting in the work. So I subtitled this lesson "Friends" because, we got a lot of different ways we classify friends and associates and whatnot. So what we gonna do, we gonna let the scripture talk like we always do, and just see what the book say. Because the word friend, neighbors, or friend, neighbor, or brother in the script is a lot of times interchangeable words. It's the same thing. So we're gonna let the scripts talk. But the first thing we're gonna do, young bro, we gonna find out why we can't get along. Okay. We're gonna find out why we can't get along, and it's work to be done within yourself so we can get along. But the Most High did this for a specific reason. First place we're going to Zechariah the 11. Zechariah the 11. And I know a lot of the brothers and sisters, ain't got an apocrypha. We're gonna be doing some reading out the apocrypha. But as you're gonna see, a lot of the reading out the apocrypha gonna coincide, but everything we read gonna coincide with what's in the 66. I'm just going there to get a second witness. Because he said in the mouth of two or more witnesses a matter established, correct? So we're going to Zephaniah first. We're gonna go to Zephaniah the 11. Zechariah the 11. And we're gonna read 3 verses of scripture. We're gonna read 14 through 17 because the Most High broke the brotherhood. And it's up to us to try our best to maintain. Even though he broke it, he still gave us a commandment saying, gather ye yourselves together. That's right. But go ahead, bro. What did he say? 14.
Zechariah 11, verse 14. Then I cut asunder my other staff, even band.
That stands for Israel. Go ahead.
That I might break the brotherhood between Judah and Israel.
So you got the Bloods and the Crips. You got all these different gangs going to each other. We black on black crime, and we wondering why all this is going on. You just got your answer from the word of the Most High God. Continue to read.
And the Lord said unto me, take unto thee yet the instruments of a foolish shepherd.
Of a what kind of shepherd?
A foolish shepherd.
So, he said, take on the instruments or the devices or the works of a foolish shepherd. So, he said, hey, man, that Jeremiah, if they would have gave the people my word, they would have turned them from their evil way and the evil they're doing. So we've been having foolish shepherds over us. Those that can't tell us what we need to be doing or be about. So he said, give them the tools or the things of a foolish shepherd. Continue to read.
For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land, which shall not visit those that be cut off. Neither shall seek the young one,
right?
Nor heal that is broken, nor feed that standeth still. And he shall eat the flesh of the fat.
And when he say he gonna eat the flesh of the fat, he talking about the best choices of the people, even some of the ones who have a little knowledge. He even gonna deceive them. This foolish shepherd these foolish shepherds that have been set over our people. But continue to read.
And tear their claws in pieces.
Go ahead.
Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock.
And now he giving you a stern warning again. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. Continue.
The sword shall be upon his arm. And upon his right eye.
Yes, sir.
His arm shall be clean dried up. And his right eye shall be utterly dark.
So you ain't gonna get no understanding. You ain't gonna have no power to do nothing or to help your brothers and sisters. So we didn't establish who broke the brotherhood, but let's get into this thing where he actually told when Yeshua came or Jesus came, he told you something about the brotherhood. But let's go to the new book, go to Peter, the 2. Go to 1 Peter, the chapter 2. 1 Peter chapter 2, and we're going to pick it up, young bro. We're going to read one verse. We're going to read verse 17. Let me get there. 1 Peter 2 and verse 17. When you get it, young brother, go ahead and read.
Honor all men.
Honor all men.
Love the brotherhood.
Love the brotherhood. Now, we're going to have to find out how we love the brotherhood. But go ahead and read.
Fear Yah.
Fear Yah.
Honor the king.
Honor the king. So, hey, you got some specific commandments from the word of the Most High by the mouth of Peter. Said, hey, honor all men, but you are to love the brotherhood. Now, we have to figure out what love is, how we are to love, because the world got different words, even in the Greek for love. You got eros, which is that erotic or that physical type of sexual love. Then you got phileo, where you get the word Philadelphia. That's the brotherly love. Okay? Yeah. Then you got agape, is that God kind of love, or the commandment type of love. So we got to figure out this love thing, because he said love the brotherhood, right? Yeah. Where we going next?
We're going to
2 John. All right. We're going to go to 2 John. Go flip back. We're going to 2 John. We're going to pick it up at verse 5. It's only one chapter. 2 John, verse 5. We're going to read verses 5 through 6 when you get in, my young brother. Read.
And now I beseech thee, lady. Not as though I wrote a new commandment.
Now he's talking to the church. This lady that he's talking to is the brotherhood, is the church, is the one who have the law and who are doing the work. Go ahead and read.
But that which we had from the beginning, that we love one another.
There's admonishment again to love one another. We got this all the way from the beginning. He said, I beseech thee therefore, lady, not as though I wrote to you a new commandment, but that we love one another, that we've had from the beginning. Continue to read, my young brother.
And ye should walk in it. For many deceivers are entered. What was that?
No, read that. Start at the top of that 6.
Okay. And this is the love that we walk after his commandment.
Now, this is the love that we walk after his commandment. And I remember in that Luke, he said, what did he say about love? He said, love thy neighbor as thyself. So nothing that you would do to yourself, you shouldn't do to your neighbor or your brother or your sister. Nothing. You wouldn't talk about yourself. You wouldn't defame yourself. You wouldn't lie to yourself. You wouldn't cheat yourself. So he said, love thy neighbor as thyself. Continue to read, bro.
This is the commandment.
This is the what?
Commandment.
So this ain't no suggestion.
No.
Go ahead. No, ain't no hint. Go ahead, bro.
That as ye have heard from the beginning, you should walk in it.
You should walk in it. That means you should do what thus said the Lord. Hey, keep the commandments. So let's get our third witness. Let's go to Romans. Let's go to Romans the 13, bro. Romans the 13. Because we're going to get the specific now. We were told to love. We didn't told that keep the commandments is love. Now we're going to get into some specifics. All right. Romans the 13. We're going to read verses 7 through 10. What did it say?
Romans 13, 7 through 10, verse 7. Render therefore to all their due.
Okay, so he said, render therefore to everybody what is due them. Every brother and sister that's keeping the word, keeping the law, is due a certain amount of respect and love. And if you're not doing that, then you out of order. Continue.
Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom.
Okay.
Fair to whom fair.
Yes, sir.
Honor to whom honor.
Now, this is what you're supposed to be doing to your neighbor, your brother, your friend. Understand what he's saying. Whatever is due that person, regardless of who he is, position, this is what's due to that person. So continue to read, bro.
Owe no man anything but to love one another.
So there it is again. You ought to owe me nothing but love. Nothing but love. And we're going to get this in more detail, but continue to read.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
So all the whole law, the 613 that's in the whole book, and all the words that came out of the mouth of Yeshua and through his mouth in the new book is the law. So if you're going to fulfill the law, you got to love. You're going to love, you got to fulfill the law. Can't have one without the other. That's why I named the title Love or the Keeping of the Law. is how you maintain the brotherhood. And it ain't just in word, and it ain't, we gonna show you gonna have to start doing some things. You're gonna have to start acting on some things. But go ahead, young bro.
For this, thou shalt not commit adultery.
That's 10 commandments.
Thou shalt not kill.
That 10 commandments.
Thou shalt not steal.
10 commandments.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
10 commandments.
Thou shalt not covet.
10 commandments.
If there be any other commandment.
If there be any other commandment, whether it be Old Testament or New Testament, it's what?
It is briefly comprehended in this saying.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
So he said there's any other commandment I just didn't mention specifically. It's all wrapped up in this. So whatever come out the mouth of the Most High God, whether it be Old Testament or New, he said, I'm going to tell you how to deal with it all. Love thy neighbor as thyself. No contentions, no envy, no strife, no backbiting, no slothfulness, none of that. If you do that, you're going to keep the whole law. Was that the end on that, TJ?
That was verse 9.
Continue on reading.
Verse 10. Love worketh no ill toward his neighbor.
Love worketh no ill toward his neighbor.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law.
Therefore, love is the fulfilling of the law. So if you got any ill will toward your neighbor, you out of bounds. You out of bounds. And you need to try to get back inbound before you stay on that, get back on that wide road. But where we at, young brother?
1 John 3.
1 John, going back to 1 John. We're going back to the John, 1 John this time. Just getting our base, just getting started. We just setting our scene right now. 1 John, we're going to chapter 3. We're gonna pick it up at 11, bro. We're gonna do a little skipping, y'all. We're gonna pick it up at 11, then we're gonna do a little skipping. We're gonna read 11, then we're gonna skip down to 14. When you get it, my young brother, go ahead and read.
For this is the message that ye have heard from the beginning. That we should love one another. Not as Cain.
Go ahead.
Who was of that wicked one.
He was of the wicked one. He had the spirit of Satan. He had the spirit of murder on him. So, hey, we going all the way back to the beginning, like we read in the other script, right? Go ahead and read.
Who and slew his brother. And wherefore slew he him?
Why did he slay him?
Because his own works were evil. And his brother's righteous.
Now I want to take a pause for the call.
Yeah.
A lot of times, brothers and sisters, I know some brothers and sisters have been hurt, this, that, and the third, and you always seem to ask your question, why they do that? Why did they do that to me? Well, here's the answer right here. He hated on his brother because his brother did what was right in the sight of the Most High. And he got jealous because he was slothful and lazy and did not give the best to the Most High.
Right.
His works were wicked and evil. And they looking at you trying to do all you can to stay on that narrow path. And they get jealous of that.
Right.
Instead of saying in their mind, I'm going to pattern my walk after that person. I'm going to get with that person, see what they doing. Maybe they've been through something that I'm going through. They can be help.
Yeah. And then the crazy part, go
ahead, bro.
The crazy part about it was Cain and Abel were both given an inheritance. Like when you get into the book of Jasher, they was both given an inheritance. So both of them had the same opportunity to do the righteous work.
That's it, bro.
But one chose to do it. One chose to be slothful and not do it.
That's it.
So, and he hated his brother for that.
And that's crazy that you would even have that mindset. That lets you know that is of the wicked one.
Yeah.
Because if we're both in a faith and I see somebody doing the work, my heart ought to rejoice. And my thought should be, hey, pray for that brother and sister that the Lord continue to keep his hand on their life.
Yeah.
So these are the things that we have to look at and really sit back and analyze when things happen to us, when we know we ain't done to nobody, but then we still getting this hate thrown toward us.
And that's what hate unchecked, it leads to you killing.
Murder.
It leads to you actually killing somebody.
Right.
Like if you let all that hate for somebody hard up, look at Saul and David.
That's it.
It started off just by women singing. David, Saul slay his thousands, David slay his 10,000.
That's it, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And that hate went unchecked for so long,
right,
to the point to where he started trying to kill David.
That's it. That's it, bro.
And it said Cain was of that wicked one. So when you start leaving that hate unchecked towards your brother,
right,
you of Satan.
You of Satan. You're not of the Most High God.
Yeah.
Because you went on to that other side because, hey, he been trying to kill us from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because even in the book of Psalms said, what is man that thou art so mindful of him? So he had envy out the gate. So like the young brother said, if you don't check that, you don't cast that imagination down, you're going to find yourself on the broad road. You're going to find yourself of the wicked one, ready to murder your brother and sister. And even the book tell you in the book of Psalms, it said, for who can stand against envy? See, once somebody start envying you, it's time to get away from them. Because the book said, can't nobody stand against envy. So if you know somebody envies you, jealous of you, get away from them.
On the script say where there's greed and jealousy.
And man, that's confusion in every evil work. Yep. So when you see that, watch your back.
So that scripture letting you know that jealousy is a springboard to a lot of other different sins.
That's it. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so wicked and dangerous.
Hey man, that's a crazy thing. And we got a lesson coming up on that, but let's get back to the script. But where we stop off at?
We stopped at verse 11.
Go ahead and read.
No, that was verse 12. We at verse.
Well, we need to skip down though.
Verse 14.
Yeah, go to verse 14.
We know what we have passed. We know that we have passed from death unto life, because we love the brethren. He that loveth not his brother abideth in death.
You understand? He said, you abide in death. The book even tell you, you have made a covenant with death. If you hate your brother, hate your sister, man, you putting death on yourself. You putting death on, and hey, man, that's a thing that, hey, bro, we all need to check ourselves on. But go ahead and continue to read.
We marvel not, my brother.
No,
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You get 15.
He that loveth not his brother abideth in death. Whosoever hateth his brother
is a what?
Is a murderer.
There it is again. He said, if you hate somebody, envy, bitter, he said, you are a murderer. So the Most High ain't mixing words is.
That's the spirit of the law. He said, if you hate him in your mind, you a murderer.
He said, man, you angry with your brother without a cause. Yeah. Man, you got that spirit of Cain on you. You need to do some fasting. You need to do some praying. You in danger of hellfire. He said, you are a murderer. But go ahead and read.
And ye know that no murderer hath eternal life abiding in him.
Go ahead, bro.
Hereby perceive we the love of Yah. Because he laid down his life for us. And we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
Wait a minute.
That's the love of Yah.
Hold up. Wait a minute, bro. Ain't that the same word Yeshua said, Jesus said? He said, no greater love than this, than a man lay down his life for his friend. Now I'm going to ask all my brothers and sisters a question. Other than your bloodline family, whether it be husband, wife, son, daughter, who out there you know there's an Israelite that you will lay your life down for? And if you ain't to that point where you got some brothers and sisters that you will lay your life down for, you ain't there yet. Read that again.
Verse 16. Hereby perceive we the love of Yah, because he laid down his life for us. And we ought to lay down our lives for the brethren.
Now, we say this on this show all the time. The hit is coming on all of us at one point in time. Sooner or later, the hit going to be on all Israel. Now, when the hit gets sent down, who you going to put your life on the line for? Because everybody can't make it to the wheel. I'm just sorry. That ain't going to happen. You can't read that in the script. Everybody going to make it. Somebody going to have to be a sacrifice for somebody.
That's right.
Is you going to lay down your life for the brothers and sisters? Because you ain't there yet. Continue to read.
But whoso have this world's good and see his brother have need.
What? Go ahead.
And shutteth up his bowels of compassion for him. How dwelleth the love of Yah in him?
How many people you done walk past this week that you seen your neighbor, your brother, that you didn't, you know, you had that extra $5 or $10 you was gonna use to buy some Krispy Kreme, and you man, I ain't gonna give him my Krispy Kreme money. Nah. Hey man, you hate your brother. Did we finish that, TJ?
We at verse 18.
Okay, go ahead and read.
My little children,
let
us not love in word.
In what?
In word.
Hey, all that bumping your guns ain't worth nothing. Go ahead and read.
Neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth.
Hey, in deed and in truth. Because, hey, it's a whole lot of people can let them words, I love you, roll off their lips. But when it comes to meeting the rubber, meeting the road, and you need them, or they got to show up, guess what? Well, you know, brother, no such that. You know, they get the mumble mouth. Yeah. They get to making up all kind of excuses. See, that jaw flapping ain't hitting on nothing. Because we even do that to the Messiah. He said, this people draw nigh to me with their mouth. And with their lips, they do honor me. He said, but their mind, their heart is far from me. So that talking ain't hitting on nothing. He all about to show and prove. He said, indeed, didn't he, bro? So Most High, hey, he the gangsters of it all. He said, you got to show and prove. Go ahead and read.
And hereby, and hereby, now we at verse 23. I'm sorry.
Yes, we got to skip that. 23. Skip down to 23. My bad, bro.
It says, and this is his commandment.
And this is his commandment.
That we should believe on the name of his son, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. And love one another. As he gave us commandments. And he that keepeth his commandments, dwelleth in him, and he in him.
Go ahead.
And hereby we know that he abideth in us.
And what?
By the spirit which he hath given.
So if you ain't abide in love, you ain't got the spirit. And if you ain't got the spirit, when you talk, you talking of your own mind. You doing your own thing. So hey, he just made it crystal clear about this love thing and about this commandments. But let's go further, bro. Where we at? We going to Proverbs 6. We're going to Proverbs 6. We're finna get into the meat of the lesson now. I just want to establish what love was. Proverbs 6, and we're gonna pick it up at verse 16. We're gonna read 16 through 19, because one of the things that the book say he hate this, and he said he hate, when the Lord said he hate with a perfect hate. And one of the things he hate is discord amongst the brothers. And if you one of them people that's always sowing discord amongst the brothers, you better watch out, because he called that an abomination. He called that an abomination. But go ahead, bro. Proverbs 6 and 16, what did it say?
These 6 things the Yahweh hate.
These 6 things that the Lord hate.
Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him.
A proud look.
A lying tongue.
Hey, now he giving you all the attributes of Cain. When Cain killed his brother, he did all this right here. Go ahead, read that.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Ain't that Cain? Yep. He got proud, he lied, and he killed his brother. So when you got that envy and that strife riding on you, like I said, if you pick up on the point that somebody got some envy and strife, you better move. Because even if they don't kill you physically, they gonna smudge your name. They gonna run you in the dirt. But go ahead and read.
A heart that deviseth wicked imagination. Feet that be swift in running to mischief.
And they can't wait to get some drama jumped off. All the time got some mess going. Go ahead, bro.
A false witness that speak of lies.
A false witness that speaking lies.
And he that soweth discord among the brethren.
Now, he just called it an abomination. And I say it all the time. If you doing all this, you might well, if you a woman, you might well go lay with another woman, because that's an abomination. If you a man, you might well go lay with another man, because that's an abomination. You might well eat some pig meat, catfish, and shrimp, because those are abominations too. So if you doing all that, guess what? You abominable. And he said the Lord hate these things. Where we going, TJ?
Next we going to
Sirach
28.
We're gonna read one verse in Sirach.
And then he said feet
swift
into mischief. That's also like, sitting around waiting for
some drama to jump off.
Your brothers, one of your brothers and sisters to fail. So you can run back and hurry up and go.
Yeah, man. Always doing that. He can't stand.
That's busybody.
Man, what? He talk about that in that Timothy. Being a busybody in other men's matter.
Yeah. And what's sad about it is that spirit is sweeping the men right now more than it is the women.
He addressed that to the women in Timothy, but hey, you right, bro.
It's sweeping the men.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And And these are things, brothers and sisters, we need to be on the lookout for. That we don't slide into these things. That we don't slip into these things. Well, scroll that down, man. We gotta. Hey, we appreciate all you brothers and sisters commenting on the chat. I see a lot of comments going on the chat, and we just appreciate that. All praise to the Most High. That it? Okay, that's cool. Yeah. All right, let's go to the next place. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, the 28, and we're gonna read one verse for right now. We're gonna read verse 9 because we just read that he hate the ones that sowing discord on. Now we finna get a precept of that. Sirach 28:9. What do it say?
A sinful man disquieted friend.
A sinful man disquieted friend. You know, everything cool and peaceful and everything. Then you got this joker coming around. Man, dude said such a man. You ain't hear what he said that?
Yeah.
Hey, man, a sinful man, that's sin to the Most High. Disquieted friend. And then the Proverbs said, disquiet is chief friend, good friend, best of friends. Go ahead and read.
And make a debate among them that be at peace.
And make a debate among them that be at peace. You sowing discord amongst the brethren, you an abomination. Then we just read in the Proverbs. Yeah. So, hey, what's the next place, bro?
We're in this Matthew 12.
Matthew the 12. Go back to the new book. Go back to the new book. And we ain't through. We got a lot more to give you. But hey, because look, the Most High, one thing I learned about this book, man, other than your marriage, other than your relationship with the Most High, or your walk with the Most High, I should say, other than your marriage, the next most important relationship in this book is the brotherhood or the sisterhood. And Yeshua Jesus finna make it perfectly clear. He finna make it perfectly. Hey, you got God, the Most High. If you're a woman, you got your husband. If you're a man, you got your wife. And then you got the work. You got the brotherhood. We finna show it to you. All right. Matthew the 12. Matthew the 12, we're going to pick it up at verse 46. We're going to read verse 46 through 50, my young brother. What do it say?
While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then said one unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Man, Jesus he finna hit them right between the eyes. Now, this is his mama and his blood brother sister. That his mama bore. Now he finna say something that if Mary wasn't in her right mind, she would have been offended. But check what he said. Go ahead and read.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
Hey, he said, now, you said my mother and my brother. He said, I'm gonna ask you a question. Who is my mother and who is my brother? What? Now go ahead and continue to read.
And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said,
and he pointed toward his disciples and said,
behold,
my
mother and my brother.
Behold, my mother and my brother. So you don't think that cause Big Mama and them is over there, hey, and you got this brother and this sister over here that's trying to walk this thing out. He telling you, you better look at them first. You better take care of them first. You understand? Am I lying? Did we just read that one more time?
But he answered and said unto them, to him that told him. I'm verse 49. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
He stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brother.
My mother and my brother. 50, what do it say?
For whosoever shall do the will of my Father.
Whosoever shall do the will of my Father,
which is in heaven. The same is my brother and sister and mother.
Hey, and he told John when he was down on the cross, what he told John, he said, behold, woman, thy son, and he said, behold your mother. So it's about this spiritual connection, this spiritual family. Hey, other than the Most High, your husband or your wife, this is who you need to be about, the work of this brotherhood. Because this is about kingdom business. It's about furthering the kingdom, expanding the kingdom, spreading the gospel, doing the work. And if you ain't about that, hey, bro, he telling you who your family is.
And Jesus' brothers, it say in John the 7th chapter, 5th verse, his brothers didn't believe in him.
Sure did.
And they grew up with him.
They grew up, and I know he did some things in that household. Yeah. They like, but you know what that was? Envy and bitterness and strife. Who you think he is? Who he think? Man, he always doing stuff.
Yeah.
That joke probably was sitting in the tub, man, floating on top of the water. Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. But you know, he probably did some things.
At 12,
yeah.
Chief Priest. So,
yeah. So he was wild
the
chief. So you got to be careful, brothers and sisters, who you calling your brothers and sisters. Because here's the thing: the Lord don't like nobody don't keep no vows. And if you vow to a brother and sister something and don't keep it, then guess what? You a liar. And he said, there's gonna be some more murders and lies gonna be outside the kingdom. So we gotta understand what we be doing and what we saying, with the word we let come out of our mouth, and who we so-called clicking up with. Because we're gonna read again. The congregation of the wicked, he gonna deal with all of them together. He said, don't be quick to strike hands with them. Don't be quick to say that's my friend, that's my brother, that's my sister. Because everybody, hey, they are not all Israel that are of Israel. And when you see one of them that ain't, you better run for your life. Literally. Continue. Where we at, young bro? We going to
1 Timothy.
We're going to 1 Timothy, because we talking about the work, the mothers and brotherhood and sisterhood. But he said, hey, if they partakers of the benefits, then you got to treat them a certain way. Yeah. Because partakers of the benefit mean they're gonna be partakers of the Elohim. So you better be careful how you treat your brothers and your sisters. What you say about your brothers and your sisters. 1 Timothy. Let me get there. Excuse me, bro. At the chapter the 6th. 1 Timothy the 6th. We're gonna pick it up at verse 2. We're gonna read 2 through 6 when you get it. Go ahead and read.
And they that have believing masters.
And they that have believing masters.
Let them not despise them. Because they are brethren.
Because they are what?
Brethren.
So if you got a boss or somebody that's at work, that's over you, that's other faith, you shouldn't despise them. Right. He giving you every aspect of your life. He running it down. Go ahead and read.
But rather do them service because they are faithful and beloved.
And what?
And beloved. Partakers of the benefit.
Partakers of the benefit. So they're in the hood, they're in the brotherhood, they're in the sisterhood. So it shouldn't be no rabble rousing, no mumble mouthing, because they're in positions of authority. Go ahead and read.
These things teach and exhort. If any man teach otherwise.
If any man teach otherwise.
And consent not to wholesome words. Even the words of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Let's stop right there. Now, we done heard that he said, love the brotherhood. He done said, keep the commandment. Don't do no malice against your neighbor. Don't commit covenants against your neighbor. Don't have the spirit of wickedness and murder on you. So if you ain't gonna consent to these words, go ahead and read.
If any man consent not to these wholesome words, even the words of our Lord Jesus Christ, and to the doctrine which is according to the godliness, he is proud.
He is proud. Hey, don't we read that over there? That's an abomination, eh? That's one of the things that the Most High hates. Go ahead and read.
Knowing nothing.
Knowing nothing.
But doting about questions and stripes of words.
Yeah.
Whereof cometh envy, strife, railing, evil surmising,
go ahead,
perverse disputings of men, of corrupt mind, and destitute of truth.
And ain't no truth in them. They destitute of truth. There ain't no truth nowhere in them. They shining, they grinding. They looking apart all the time. But really, man, he said, they, like Jesus said, you full of dead man's bone. You may clean the outside of the cup and platter, but inside you full of dead man's bone. Go ahead and read.
Supposing that gain is godly.
Oh, supposing that gain is godly.
From such withdraw thyself.
So from such withdraw thyself. See, it ain't just about the money gain. You know, it's those that like the chief seats at the feast. Those that make broad they phylacteries. Because they didn't got a little position. They didn't got a little title. They didn't got a little money. They've been looked at a certain way. They gain. They think because they done been put up. The brothers still do. We're going to bring that part 3, hopefully Most High willing. Yeah. Just because you sit in the place of a king, don't mean you in the chain.
That's right.
Yo, hey, your judgment been brought. It just ain't been brought about immediately.
That's right.
So
immediate is
go ahead, bro.
What was we saying?
Yeah, because
it's
go ahead. It ain't sudden.
It's definite, but it's not immediate.
That's
you
it.
Know what I'm saying? Like your judgment could already be sealed up.
Right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, the Most High, we see him with Saul. The Most High had him sitting as the king for 40 years.
40 years, man. 40 years Saul was king, but he left him the second year of his reign. So that's because you got game. Just because you got position. They don't qualify you as godly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So check yourself at all times, brothers and sisters. Examine yourself to whether you be in the faith or not.
That's right.
Continue. Go ahead.
We at verse 6.
Go ahead.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
But godliness with contentment is great gain. Excellent scripture. Let's go to we're going to Acts. Because see, sometimes now this is one thing I had to learn the hard way, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gonna have to part ways. Sometimes it's best that you part ways, but as long as the work continues and you ain't harboring no hate in your heart, then sometimes it just ain't gonna work. And we need to depart in shalom and keep on about our business. Right? Acts 15, bro. Acts 15, we're gonna pick it up at verse 35, and we're gonna read down to 41. I may switch it up a little bit after this just to drive the point home. But go ahead, Acts 35, man. And Acts 15 and verse 35. Go ahead and read.
Paul also and Barnabas continued in Antioch, teaching and preaching the word of the Lord, with many others also.
Now look, this Paul and Barnabas, these boys they was Trump tight. They was going around taking care of business. You seen one, you seen the other.
Yeah.
This Paul and Barnabas now, but look what happened. Go ahead and read.
And some days after Paul said unto Barnabas, let us go again and visit our brethren in every city where we have preached the word of the Lord.
Go ahead,
and
bro.
See how they do. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. But Paul thought not good to take him with them.
And see, this brother had, he one of them wavering brothers. I understand where Paul was coming from. He was John was one of them brothers, he was here today, gone tomorrow, now he back on the scene. Right. And Paul like, man, dude ain't going with us. And Barnabas like, yeah, he going with us. And Paul like, no, he ain't. And they back and forth. And you know what I'm saying? And so you see how you can bring somebody in, they can start causing division and the work. Right. So we got to understand what we read. So now this Paul and Barnabas, these brothers was like this.
Two strong brothers.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
they strong in the faith. And now you got this situation, but go ahead and read.
Yeah. I just want to add this too, because people love to get up in their feelings and emotions when they see two strong brothers disagree. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you see that and brothers get loud, voices get raised. Look, we not sissies, man. Right. We not soft punks, right? Like we gonna get loud, right? Our voices gonna carry, right? When you know what I'm saying, when you read, like, there was a weapon of ours versus our enemies, we would let out loud shrieks, right? And our enemies would turn and tuck tail, right? That's always been in the men of Israel to have strong voices. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom, Hebrew.
What's up? STL checking in. STL checking in. Now I'm gonna tell you like this here.
Bro, this Malachi
one of them brews up there, but check it out. Me and this brother, this is my son. And me and this brother been in these scripts so hard, you'd have thought we finna come to blow. Am I lying? We'd have been in these, man. No, that ain't what they said, bro. No, I can't get with that, bro. We in it, man. Hey, but you get what? When it was all Maccabee in the building. Hey, but when it was all over, this still gonna be my son. We still gonna love each other. But hey, my wife was like, what y'all in there? She thought we finna tear the living room down. But see, hey, that sometimes that's what it gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And when you cracking swords, bro, it is gonna be some spar, it's gonna be some friction. But we ain't gotta kill each other. You see what I'm saying? We still gonna be 10 toes down, put in this business, this kingdom business, and then what we gonna do? But sometimes, it ain't always like that. Sometimes it's gotta be some separation, ain't it? Yeah. We finna finish reading it. Go ahead and finish reading it.
We was at verse 38.
Go ahead.
But Paul thought not good to take with him them who departed from them from Pamphylia, and went not with them to the work.
See, Paul bad because John he skipped out on when it was time to take care of business. So he like, man, dude is not going with us. And so go continue to read.
I feel Paul on that. I ain't gonna lie.
So, hey, but do you see, bro? Look, bro, so y'all gotta understand what you read. See, you gotta always be, when you in this thing, right, it's 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 365. And some brothers and some sisters so zealous, and Paul has some zeal on them, that when they see somebody wavering, they be like, no, dude can't be with me, man, because he shaking. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He got to go.
Because it's like you would slow everybody else down with that.
And that's how it was back in the day.
Yeah.
When they went to war. He said, all those shaking jokers, hey, send him back home. Send him back home because he gonna get one of us hurt. You know what I'm saying? So get the shaking jokers out of here. These Negro knees be knocking. Don't need them around me. You see what I'm saying? Man, we got to go over the hood, do an outreach. Man, y'all going over the Pepper Tree?
South Memphis?
Man, let's go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I die for the Most High doing this, I'm a shoe-in. So, but anyway, go ahead and finish reading, bro.
All right. And the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder, one from the other. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed into Cyprus.
Go ahead, bro.
And Paul chose Silas and departed, being recommended by the brethren unto grace of Yah.
By the who?
By the grace, by the brethren.
So the brethren recommended this brother Silas to roll with Paul. Now here you got these brothers. You got these two strong brothers. And hey, they didn't have to go their separate ways. But they still were going about the business. You see what I'm saying? And we don't know the rest of the story. Maybe these brothers bumped into each other again, you know, and shalom was had. But guess what? Sometimes you just got to go on. But one thing you can't do, you can't stop taking care of this business. Because then you're going to be a castaway. Continue. Let's go to the next place.
Proverbs 18.
Proverbs 18. Proverbs 18. We're going to pick it up, young bro. We're going to pick it up. We're going to read one verse. We're going to read verse 24. Because, you know, a lot of people, hey, man, you can't be one of them guys that's unapproachable. You can't be one of them guys that's, always got the monkey mouth. Because if you want to have some friends, you got to be a friendly type person, right?
Right.
That was the script. Ain't what we finna read. Go ahead and read.
Yeah. A man that had friends must show himself friendly.
Yes, sir. You got to show yourself friendly. You got to be available when the brother calls. Yeah. See, brothers call me all time of the night, at work, whenever. And hey, I can't always be unavailable when the brothers call, when the sister needs some help. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he said to lay your life down for your friend. So if I'm calling you my friend, my brother, my sister in the Lord, then guess what? Everything on the table, bro. Because it's going to come a time, if you don't make it to that wilderness, I keep saying this, y'all going to have to band together. Y'all have to make it work until, it's time to go up them 13 steps. If you don't make it there, it's going to be that. It said that the dragon was wroth with the woman and turned to make war with the remnant of her seed. So, hey, you better get this thing together now. You better band together now, get some land now, start growing some tomatoes and potatoes now.
Yeah.
Where we at?
We are at Sirach chapter 6.
Sirach. Yay. Sirach. Sirach, bro. Sirach the 6th. And we're going to do a little reading on this. We're going to read 1 through 17. 1 through 17, my young brother.
1 through 17.
1 through 17. And then we're going to skip. We're going to skip and read 2 more verses after that. Sirach the 6th or Ecclesiasticus the 6th. Pick it up at the verse 1. What do it say?
It says, verse 1, instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
Instead of a friend, become not an enemy.
For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name.
Look, so guess what? If you one of them jokers that's always flopping and bumping your gum and always turning your back or turning your back on your brother and sister, and you get an ill name, your name is mud. Ain't nobody gonna want to trust you. Ain't nobody gonna want to be around you. We'll continue to read.
Shame and reproach.
Shame and reproach.
Even so shall a sinner that hath a double tongue.
And, oh, that's that joker talking out of both sides of your mouth. You got a double tongue. You playing both sides of the fence. You over here with this brew, then you over here with that brew, running them down. You over here with this camp this week. You over with that camp next week. Yeah, man, them niggas over there, they wrong. You telling me that you love me 1 minute like a brother, and then the next minute I'm causing confusion. Which one is it? You going with a double tongue. The book telling James, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways and should not think he received anything from the Most High. Go ahead and read.
Extol not thyself in the counsel of thine own heart.
Go ahead.
That thy soul be not torn in pieces.
And don't think you so high. Don't think you got all this knowledge. You know how to speak Hebrew, and I know how to speak the Aramaic. I got to be a sefer. Hey, don't get lifted up in your mind, because that's what happened to Satan. And Satan knew all the secrets. The book tell you, it said, man, there's nothing that could have been withheld from him. No secret. But he got lifted up in his mind. And you see where it got him at. Go ahead and read.
As a bull straying alone. Thou shalt eat up thy leaves.
Go ahead.
And lose thy fruit. And leave thyself as a dry tree.
So you ain't gonna bear no fruit. You're gonna be a dry. What did Jesus do to that tree that didn't bear no fruit? He cursed it. So guess what? You cursing yourself. You ain't bearing no leaves. You good for nothing. You can't give me no shade. You can't put off no oxygen. You can't give me no life. What good are you?
Pride dry the whole tree up.
Pride dry the whole tree up, young bro. And you cursing yourself. What verse you at?
Verse 4.
Read.
A wicked soul shall destroy him that hath. And shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemy.
Right.
Sweet language will multiply friends.
Sweet language will multiply friends.
And the first speaking tongue will increase kind greeting.
Hey, brown nose. That's what that is. Brown nose. No, it's another word for it, but the sisters on the channel tonight. You know what I'm saying? But you like that taste in your mouth. See, ain't got no use for you. Go ahead and read.
Be in peace with many.
Go ahead.
Nevertheless, have but one counselor of 1,000.
Did you hear that? Be at peace with many, but don't be running to everybody for no advice. Because everybody's giving you advice. They ain't giving you no advice to help. They's trying to set a snare before you. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. This how you dissect and test and try who you call friend. Go ahead and read.
If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Prove him what?
First.
Prove him first.
Right.
Go ahead.
And be not hasty to credit him.
Hey, I say it all the time when I'm at work. They be saying, well, how so-and-so doing? It's too early to tell you. Well, how this guy working out? It's too early to tell. I ain't quick to heap no praise up on nobody. Right. Because the jokers, they'll come in with gangbusters. They'll come in like gangbusters. And them jokers will fizzle out and fan out on you, man. But hey, we so quick to call, hey, that's my brother, that's my sister. Bro, and you ain't tested them yet. That's what's wrong with these sisters, bro. You better put them jokers to the test.
That's the spirit.
That's it. Try the spirit by the spirit. Go ahead and read.
I'm gonna read that verse 7 again.
Go ahead.
On the top. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him.
Prove
first.
him.
Be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Hey, and I done witnessed that. Yeah. Hurt me to my soul. Yeah. Some people just around to see what they can get. Some people around to try to get them crumbs that you leave behind. Or some people around just hanging around see you and they can supplant you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. For his own occasion. For his own benefit. Go ahead, bro.
You shouldn't be hasty to, call somebody your friend.
That's it.
Credit somebody.
That's
it.
What
I'm saying? Because they might have other motives.
They got other motives. Hey, and I know you done seen it, bro. You look back on some situations now, you look back and say, that was they planned from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
That was they planned from the beginning.
That's right. That's right.
We don't even read in the script. It say don't even let everybody come up in your house. I used to wonder why that when people would say to me, that would ring and resonate with me. But it's script. I never knew that was in the script till I started reading. I'm like, man, he telling you don't let everybody up in your house. But go ahead and read.
For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
For his own occasion.
And will not abide in the day of thy trouble.
Hey, man, when trouble comes, when your finances get hit, lose a loved one, ain't got no ride to work, he gone in the wind. Bobby Womack said, nobody wants you when you're down and out. Nobody wants you when you're down and out. Not them fakers don't. A true friend gonna be right there. Because the book tell you a brother is born for adversity. A true brother. Go ahead and read.
And there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife will discover thy reproach.
So when he get mad at you, he gonna lay all your business out there. He gonna expose you. Yeah, man, dude over there hollering about, man, he did that in the third, but yeah, the nigga didn't tell you he was over there. Old girl, man, tricked him up other night. I wasn't supposed to say nothing, man, but you know how it is.
That beauty shop guy.
Yeah, that beauty shop. Sister Sarah over there, she tried to be all holy fire. Yeah, you ain't know she used to be a streetwalker, did you?
Yeah.
But hey, when trouble comes, he gonna lay you out there. She gonna lay you out there.
And whoever that's being told to, you need to be careful what you feed into too.
That's it.
Because we see it could be because of enmity and strife.
Hey, we gonna read that too. We gonna read that part too.
Yeah.
Be careful what you letting come in your ear, but go ahead.
Yeah. And again, some friend is a companion at the table.
Oh, when there's a whole lot of meat on the table, you can get nigger over on north, south, east, and west to come down. He a companion on the table, fool. Hey, but when they tell you, hey man, you over there teaching with teaching them, then you can't teach up here at the class.
Hey, that's what y'all think we playing like this stuff has happened.
Yeah.
Like,
see, and on the table, fool, niggas is down. But when the table gets skipped, when the pressure get put on, then guess what?
People start picking up sides. You know what I'm saying?
Brothers, they fall back.
Brothers you thought was your brother, you know what I'm saying? They like, oh no, bro, I'm over here.
Yeah.
With y'all. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
But hey, that's what it is though. But guess what? We live in the word every day.
And then the crazy part about it, whenever you go through something like that, the Most High show you who your real brothers is.
That's it.
And then most of the time be brothers that you never would have thought.
Man, what you say?
That'll be solid, but they be solid.
They some solid brothers. Want to be in the building, solid brother. Solid brother, man. Look, never just really look at the brother. No, didn't deal with him too much here and there. Started getting to know him when he found out TJ was my son. But guess what? All the mother Negroes, where they at? Where they at?
Right.
I love you.
Yeah.
It's to the casket lock, to the casket drop. I love you, brother. Man, we gonna do this thing, brother. I'm looking around. All I'm hearing is crickets.
Boy, it got real.
All I'm hearing is crickets.
Negroes tuck tail.
Tuck tail and run. And the sad part about it, ain't real men. Because a real man, he gonna stand 10 toes down, feet on the ground. Continue on, bro.
Hold on, let me see that. We in Sirach 6. That was the next verse after Proverbs 18-24.
We in Sirach the 6. What verse you at, bro?
Now we at verse.
We at verse 10.
We still at verse 10. I'm gonna pick it up from the top.
We at verse 10. Sirach 6, verse 10. Go ahead.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table. And will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
And will not continue the day of thy affliction.
But
go ahead.
But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself.
Man, we hit the lottery. We. What you talking about? We hit the lottery. That's my ticket, bro.
I played the numbers.
Yeah, I played it up. Man, we hit the lottery, man. And hey, go ahead, man.
But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself.
Oh, he gonna be, man, we tight, we brothers. Go ahead.
And we'll be bold over thy servant.
Hey, look, hey man, like that on Martin Cole with Cole was the number 2. Hey man, I work for Mar, you work for me.
Yeah.
You gonna do what I tell you to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he gonna be just like you or your folks.
He done got that comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With your in your way of going.
Yeah.
Go ahead and read.
It says, and if thou be brought low,
he
will be against thee.
Now
you can't be informed.
See, there you go, right there.
And will hide himself from thy face.
Hey, when you brought low, when your car break down, you come and pick him up every day. You want to ask for no gas money. Now you can't. When it's time to go to work, he won't even pick the phone up. When you get separated from the camp, ain't nobody coming around. You see what I'm saying?
You was on the brother.
You was on the brother with
attending the camp.
Because he was attending the camp.
But now that you ain't.
Oh, hey, man. They over there with them.
Yeah.
They doing what they do.
Yeah.
See, this is what we got to watch out for. Because the Most High weighing your word. Because you done gave a vow. When you say something about, that's why Christ, Yeshua said, who is my mother? Who is my brother? Those that do the will of my Father. See, there's got to be that separation. And if you're going to call this brother or sister your brother or sister, then you got to stand by them words one day. You're going to be proven. Go ahead and read.
Verse 13, separate thyself from thine enemy.
Separate thyself from thine enemy.
And take heed of thy friend.
And pay attention who they came to your help when you need it. Go ahead and read.
A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he that have found such in one have found a treasure.
Did you hear that? If you find a friend like that, that's a strong defense in time of trouble, it's just like find a buried treasure. It's very rare. It ain't commonplace. It ain't, very seldom you're going to see somebody who's going to stick around like that. That's how rare it is. But go ahead and read.
Nothing does counter travail a faithful friend. And his excellency is in value.
So he's saying, like we say, no matter what, come hell or high water, I'm with you.
Yeah.
But see, the one that said that, it ain't there. The book just told you what they is. They ain't no true friend. So they can talk all that mess they want to, put them to the test and see. Come up with a situation and see. Go ahead and read.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life. And they that fear the Lord shall find him.
And how do you fear the Lord? By keeping his law. Love or the keeping of the commandment, which is one of the same, is how you maintain the brotherhood. Yeah. Go ahead.
Whoso fears the Lord shall direct his friendship aright.
Yes, sir.
For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also.
I want to get a quick precept of that, bro. Real quick. Hold your place there. That was 17, wasn't it? That was 17. I want to throw a quick precept in there on there, if you don't mind. We're going to come right back. Hold your place in that Sirach 6. Go to Mark 12. We're going to get a quick precept on that. I want to get a real quick precept. I'm going to throw a little extra one in here. I ain't gonna charge you nothing, fool. We're going to go to Mark 12, and we're going to go all the way to 31, TJ. Mark 12 and 31. What do it say?
And the second is like, namely this. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
There it is right there. That's the second greatest of the greatest two commandments. Loving your neighbor. He just say, keep the law, keep the command. We read that over there in John to them. Read it over in Romans to them. It all go together. It ain't nothing strange about this. Now go back to Sirach 6 and then skip down to verse 36, bro. Sirach 6, skip down to 36, read 36 and 37.
It says, and if thou seest a man of understanding,
give
thee betimes unto him.
Hey, man, all my brothers I know that's pumping out this true word, I'm on their channel every day.
What?
He said, if you see a man of understanding, you better get unto him betimes. Betimes means as much as you can get there. So if you find a brother or sister that's got some understanding and knowledge of this word, of the word of the Most High God, you better get with them. Cause them jokers around there popping their gum about how much they know and this, that, and the third, and ain't coming out with no truth. They ain't talking about nothing.
Right.
They ain't talking about nothing. Right. Anybody can stick their chest out about they the preach. But you ain't walking, you ain't living.
You ain't doing it.
You ain't doing it. He said they partakers of the benefit, talking about this work. Go ahead and read.
It says, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Man, he ought to get tired of seeing you come. He said, get to him, beat down, let your feet wear his doorstep out. He ought to get tired. She ought to get tired of you ringing her phone. Man, his sister say her again. What she want now? But guess what? The Holy Spirit gonna take over. Hey, sis, what you need? Well, sister, I got a question about this, that. Then you open that book and you get with it. That's how you supposed to be. But read the next verse, bro.
Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord.
Let thy mind be upon the laws of the Lord. Go ahead.
And meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart.
Yes, sir.
And give thee wisdom at thine own
desire. Your own desire. You meditate. That's the same thing in that Joshua, man. That Joshua 1 and 8. Yep. He said, this book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth. Thou shalt meditate on it day and night, that thou may do according to all that is written therein, and then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. Same thing, just worded different.
Yeah.
Go to the next place. Where we at?
Sirach 12.
Hey, we still in Sirach. Go over to Sirach 12. Some good stuff right here, bro. Some good stuff. We're going to read Sirach to 12, and we're going to pick it up at verse 1, then we're going to skip. Because we read a little bit a while ago to prove your friend. He's going to tell you again. You better test them jokes and see if they read. Sirach to 12, man, we're going to pick it up at verse 1, read 1 through 4, then we're going to skip. Go ahead and read.
When thou wilt do good.
When thou wilt do good.
Know to whom thou doest it.
Oh, so you just can't do good to everybody. Why? He finna tell you. Go ahead and read.
Yeah. It says, so shalt thou be thanked for thy benefits.
So, because you can't help everybody.
Right.
I didn't learn that the hard way. Some folks ain't going to be thankful, ain't going to give a you know what about what you done for them. Hey, and we can man to do deed, and I'm all about the deed. My family tell you, we all about deed. But man, when you look back at some of the arms you done for some before, you like, I should have kept my money in my pocket. Sorry, Joker. But go ahead, bro.
Do good to the godly man.
Do good to the godly man.
And thou shalt find a recompense.
And
if not from him.
Yet
from the Most High.
Hey, Lord gonna pay you back.
Right.
He gonna give you back what that is yours.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Even if that person you help, if he was a godly person, wasn't able to pay it back, the Bible say, man, the Lord gonna repay you, man. Hey, in that Torah, he said, hey, man, go find one who had a mind to serve the Lord. That's who you do good to, the one who got the mind to serve the Lord. Go ahead. Verse 4. No, verse 3.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
Whoa, go ahead.
Woo, I'm gonna read that again.
Read that again, bro.
There can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil.
And that's why I told you, when you see him and you find him out, you better run for you know what? You better run for your life and get away from him. When you see that joker always surrounded by drama and he the common denominator, you better get away from him. Because he gonna tell you later on these scripts, when the punishment comes down and you done struck hand with him, you gonna get it too. You gonna get it too. Continue to read.
Nor to him that giveth no alms.
And all
selfish.
Always got that hand. And the book tell you that Deuteronomy, man, when you come to the poor, you better open your hand wide to the poor, lest he cry out against you and the Lord hear him. Go ahead, bro.
Give to the godly man.
Give to the God. No, give to anybody.
No, give to the godly man.
Give to the godly man.
And help not a sinner.
And help not us. Don't strengthen the hand of the wicked.
Right.
Tell you that in Ezekiel, no?
Right.
So you just can't just be, I don't give to the Red Cross. Man, that money ain't gonna make it to the Red Cross. Right. Once you go down there and find somebody to get that money too. Because the Red Cross, hey, where all them houses in Haiti at? Right. All that money went to Haiti. Where that money at?
And it's still
they built 2 houses down there. Man. All my brothers and sisters from New Orleans, Katrina. Where all that money go? You better go find somebody to go get that money to. Because you giving it to the center, the Bush Foundation and the Clinton Foundation. Right. That money ain't going nowhere, but in their pocket, in their bank account. I'm giving it to the Red Cross. Go ahead and give it to them. You might well just threw that money out the door. Where we at, bro? We had
verse 5.
Yeah, no, skip down to 18. Skip down to 18. I mean 8. Verse 8, we're gonna read 8 through 18. Skip down to verse 8. We in Sirach, the 12. We in Sirach, the 12. Skip down and read and pick it up at the wait a minute, man. Something ain't right.
We in Sirach 12, verse 8.
Yeah, verse 8. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah. Verse 8. Verse 8. Go ahead.
Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity.
Jollity, mean don't all that silly man, you better don't get too happy when you ain't paying attention.
Right.
Don't get too happy when you ain't scoping joker. Don't get too comfortable around these jokers. That's my fight. Man, look, you better test this joke out and watch it. Go ahead and read.
If thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself.
Withdraw thyself.
And so much the more will he invite thee.
Because look, a mighty man gonna be trying to press you to come get with him and get what he got going on. Yeah. But go check this out. Go ahead and read.
Press thou not upon him.
Don't press upon a mighty man.
Lest thou be gotten back.
Uh-huh.
Stand not far off.
Stand not afar off.
Lest thou be forgotten.
Hey, don't get too far back and don't get too close up on. Right. Sit back and watch. Don't get caught in your jollity or your frivolity. Just man, I'm with him. I'm with this camp. And man, and get what? And you get sucked into their lies and sucked into their deceit and sucked into their evil doing. You better sit back and watch and pay attention. Don't get too close and don't get too far. See what's going on. What verse you at?
11.
Go ahead.
Affect not to be made equal unto him in talk. And believe not his many words.
Go ahead.
For with much communication will he tempt thee. And smiling upon thee will get out thy secrets.
See, guess what? He laughing and skinning and grinning, get you to tell all your business. He telling you getting so comfortable around him because you with him. He the head teacher, and he laughing and skinning and grinning. He getting you a little bit, and you telling him everything. And then when the time comes, he gonna tell all your business.
Hang it over your head.
Or hang it over your head. Man, you know I did that thing for you. Man, you know I did this for you. It go on every day. Where we at, bro?
We are at verse 12.
Go ahead.
Now we at verse 11. It says, affect not to be made equal with him in talk, and believe not his many words. For with much communication will he tempt thee.
With much talking, with much flopping of the jaw, is he gonna tempt thee? Go ahead.
And smiling upon thee, he will get out thy secret.
Look, smile in your face and stab in your back. See, that's what they do. Because you ain't proved them out. You ain't searched them out. You ain't sit back and observe what's going on. Go ahead.
But cruelly he will lay up thy words and will not spur to do thee hurt. And put thee in prison.
Look, ain't gonna put you in jail, whether it be church jail or real jail, friend jail or family jail. Them words he gonna lay up there, get at the right time when he ready to spring on you. He gonna let it out. Go ahead, bro.
Observe and take good heed.
Observe and take good heed.
For thou walkest in the peril of thy overthrow. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep.
Yes, sir.
Love the Lord all thy life. And call upon him for thy salvation.
That's it. Don't depend on no man for your salvation. Don't depend on no friend for your salvation. Don't depend on no neighbor for your salvation. You better study to show you. Did he say wake up in the middle of the night and call the Lord? When you know something ain't right, you better drop down on your knees because the Holy Spirit is trying to tell that Ruach to try to wake you up. Hey, man, something going on. But go ahead and read.
It says, every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor.
Go ahead. Birds of a feather flock together. Where you at?
Like. Verse 16.
Go ahead.
All flesh consorteth according to kind.
All flesh consorted according to kind. So if you hanging around a jackal, then what that make you? And all the ones that's around it is in lapdog. Yeah, what that make you? All flesh consorted of his kind, birds of a feather flock together. It ain't hard to figure out. Go ahead and read.
And a man will cleave to his like.
And a man will cleave to his like.
What fellowship have the wolf with the lamb?
None, but they eat it.
Right.
Go ahead.
So the sinner with the godly.
So be ye not unequally yoked with non-believers. So if these jokers ain't following through on what does say the Lord, why you still around them? Because guess what? We're going to read over that Proverbs 22. And he said, don't make no friendship with an angry man. Because you're going to start learning his ways and get a snare into your soul. So guess what? You start hanging around that. You start staying around that. Sin going to start touching sin. Blood going to start touching blood. And then you're going to start whispering and backbiting and murdering. Where you at?
Verse 18.
Read it.
What agreement is there between the hyena and a dog?
None.
And what peace between the rich and the poor?
It ain't going to be no peace. Because he going to think you try to get it. And you going to try to get where he at. What the next spot?
We are at Sirach 11.
We go to Sirach 11. Sirach the 11. Flip back one chapter. And we're going to pick it up at verse 27 because, hey, this is why I quoted to you earlier, but we're going to read. You got to be careful who you let in your mind. You got to be careful who you let in your house. You got to be careful who you let in your physical house. We're going to read that. Sirach the 11, well, we start at verse 27, my young brother. When you get it, go ahead and read.
The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure.
Uh-huh.
And in his end, his deeds shall be discovered.
And in the end, his deeds shall be discovered. Go ahead.
Judge none blessed before his death.
Man, that's a blessed man of God right there. Man, that dude there, I'm trying to bleed like him. Hey, man, you better consider the whole matter. You better watch this Jake and see if he's real or not. Go ahead and read.
For a man shall be known in his children.
A man shall be known in his children.
Bring not every man into thine house.
Bring not it. You can't let, and I learned this the hard way. Lord, hey man, you can't let everybody in your house. He said, bring not every man into thy house. Go ahead and read.
Bring not every man into thine house, for the deceitful man have many trains.
He have many ways he try to trip you up with. He gonna have many. He gonna be looking around. Hey, most of the time nowadays, crime committed by people that you know, somebody you know. So when your house get broke in, just start inventory the last people you let in your house, and you'll probably find your stuff. The ones you let in your business, the ones you telling all your business to, and some get out that you didn't want to get out, just start thinking about who you told it to. You'll find it. You'll find out who it is. Go ahead and read.
Like as a partridge taken and kept in a cage, so is the heart of the proud.
Yes, sir.
And like a spy, as a spy, watcheth he for thy fall.
Hey, and he just waiting, looking for you to fall. He like a spy. Was that it?
No, 31.
Read it.
For he lieth in wait and turneth good into evil. And in things worthy praise will lay blame upon thee.
Hey, they turning everything upside down. Gonna use your words against you, gonna put words in your mouth, gonna take words out of your mouth to make you look bad. See, these are the ones we call friends. These are the ones that so-called in the brotherhood. These are things that's going on in Israel right now. All over Israel is going on. Deceitfulness, pride, envy, jealousy. Where we going, TJ? We're going to Proverbs, right?
Yeah.
Going to Proverbs 27. Proverbs 27, bro. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up at verse 5. Because one thing I done learned the hard way, and I, one of the things these brothers that I used to be around, we used to all say, hey, man, you see me going out, let me know something. And then as soon as you strike them with that word, they get in their feelings. They can't take it. Man, when the righteous smite me, I'm going to consider the kind. Oh, really? Oh, really? So when I tell you off on something, bro, you want to get mad at me and get in your feelings. Be ready to fight. Sisters, you come in with your dress cut a little bit too low now, and one of the sisters check you on it, don't get in your feelings.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Where we at? 27 and what, bro?
We at Proverbs 27 and verse 5.
27 verse 5. When
27
we get
and verse 5.
Go ahead and read.
Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Open rebuke is better than secret love.
Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceit.
And see, some of us love to be lied to instead of being told straight up and down. You see what I'm saying? When you lie to somebody, we love to be lied to. But it said, faithful are the wounds of a friend. I'm gonna tell you what's right, bro, and I hope you do me the same way. It's gonna hurt a little bit. The wounds gonna hurt a little bit, but it's gonna be the truth. It's gonna be out of love. But the ones that stroking you, and see, we tell y'all, you ain't gonna get no stroking over here. You want to get stroked, go on back over there where you was at. Because I'm gonna come at you 100, and I pray and hope to God that you do me the same. Because my ultimate goal is to get into the kingdom. And if you go over there to Leviticus 19, it said you should not let sin ride on your brother. So if I love you, I'm gonna tell you what's right, whether you like it or not. If they get mad, just tell them anyway and go on about your business. Go ahead and read.
Verse 7. The full soul loatheth in honeycomb.
And see, that's that pride person. He full of himself. And see, when somebody give him some words of edification and correction, he despise that because he full of himself. But go ahead.
But to the hungry soul, every bitter thing is sweet.
Hey, every bitter thing is sweet. Hey, that correction ain't gonna be sweet all the time. But if you really hungry for the kingdom, hungry for the word, when somebody give you a timely word in season, you gonna eat it up. You ain't gonna reject it. You ain't gonna get in your feelings. But a fool soul, a headed-hearted person that's full of pride, he ain't gonna receive no sweet words of correction or reproof. Where we at, bro?
We at verse 8.
Read it.
As a bird that wandereth back from his nest, so is a man that wandereth from his place.
Go ahead, bro.
Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart.
Ointment and perfume rejoice the heart.
So does the sweetness of a man's friend by hearty counsel.
See, that good counsel, hey man, that's gonna do your heart, your mind some good. It may be rough going down. It's like that cast oil. Yeah, you take it, you swallow it, but it's gonna make you feel better. That's what that's talking about. So a true friend, a true brother, a true sister ain't gonna always tell you what you want to hear. They're gonna be real with you. They're gonna keep it 100 with you. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 10. Thine own friend and thy father's friend forsake not.
See, an old friend, a family friend that's been real with y'all all the years, don't forsake that one. Go ahead.
Neither go into thine brother's house in the day of thy calamity.
Why?
For better is a neighbor that is near than a brother that is far off.
See, when you messed up, man, don't take all that drama to your friend, man. When you know you ain't right in the mind, don't take all that drama there. We trying to show you how to keep the brotherhood. This is how you maintain the brotherhood, by loving your brother, your neighbor as thyself. Let's go to the next place.
Yeah, and it say, for better is a neighbor that is near than a brother that is far off. And like a lot of times we notice in this walk, a lot of the friendships that we make, you know, ain't with our family. It's with people that got mutual interests or mutual beliefs.
That's right, bro. That's
right. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes our neighbor is better that is near than our brother, relation brother that is far off.
And that's what Yeshua was talking about. Those who are like-minded, those who are about the business, that's who you need to be around. That's who you need to be looking to. Because, hey, a lot of times, them same bloodline family gonna be the one gonna stick their shank in. He tell you in the end time, he said, man, it's gonna be mother against daughter, father against son. They're gonna deliver you up into the synagogue and be scourged. Some of you gonna be killed. Gonna be your own family member.
And then, you know, our blood relatives sometimes be so unreliable. But you got this brother in this truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The day of your calamity, that's always there.
Man, that's it, bro. That's it, bro.
That's why it say better is thy neighbor that is near than the brother that is far.
That's it. And man, you gotta understand something, man. This thing ain't for the weak of heart. It ain't for the weak of heart and weak need. See, right now, we got it good. The hammer ain't fell near about how it's gonna fall. And we going to work every day. We enjoying our big houses, and our nice cars, and our clothes, and all that. And we lay back and we come. But it's gonna come a time when you're gonna need some real jokers, some stand-up brothers and sisters to be down for you and with you. So you need to start peeping game now. You see what I'm saying? And if you ain't got none around you, you better, hey, get on your knees, pray to the Lord, get you around some like-minded brothers and sisters. See what I'm saying? Where we at, TJ?
We at Proverbs 19.
Proverbs 19, flip back. Proverbs 19. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to pick it up at verse 4. We're going to read 4 through 7. Then we're going to skip down because, hey, we just got to be talking about, hey, man, it ain't about your gun bumping. I love you, brother. I love you, sister. Get that little church hug, and then you go your way, I go my way. Don't call me for nothing. I'll see you next Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Go ahead and read. Pick it up at 4, man. Then read 4 through 7. Then we're gonna skip.
Wealth maketh many friends.
Wealth maketh many friends.
Yeah. But the poor is separated from his neighbor.
And there it is again. We just read that. That's shit what you do. So wealth, when you, like I say, nobody wants you when you down and out. When you got money, everybody want to be around you. Everybody pulling on you. Go ahead and read.
A false witness
shall
not be unpunished. And he that speaketh lies shall not escape.
And you ain't gonna get away from the punishment, but go ahead and read.
Many will entreat the favor of the prince. And every man is a friend to him that giveth gift.
And see, like I say, long they can get something out of you, they with you. But if they can't get nothing out of you, they gonna scatter. Go ahead and read.
Verse 16.
Read. Skip down to 16. Go ahead.
He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul.
Yes, sir.
But he that despiseth his ways shall die.
Go ahead.
He that have pity upon the poor lendeth unto Yahweh.
You lended unto who?
Yahweh.
So you lended to the poor, your poor friend. If you lended to him, man, you lended that money to the Most High God, man. You ain't lending to him. Go ahead and read.
That which he have given, will he pay him again?
Will who pay him again? The Lord, because that's who you loaned it to. That's who you gave it to. That what you have given, he gonna give it back to you. So you got to put your money where your mouth is, so to speak, what the Lord tried to tell you. You got to put your money where your mouth is. All that talking and that bumping your gun, flopping your jaw, it sound good. But when, hey, the Most High gonna bring some tests, some subtle tests on you, just to see if you real. It can be, like I said, it can be just a small thing as getting your Krispy Kreme donuts or giving that brother or sister that stand outside that store your last $5 or $10 for the day. It could be just a subtle test like that. Where we at, TJ?
Sirach 19.
Going back to Sirach, the 19, bro. Sirach the 19. We're gonna pick it up at verse 13. And we're gonna read 13 through 19. What does it say, my young brother?
It says, admonish a friend.
The wounds of a friend are faithful. Go ahead.
It may be he have not done it.
Hey, if you think he done something, go admonish him and see. Go ahead and read.
And if he have done it,
that
he do it no more.
Hey, man, you did this here now, bro. Don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of messed up what you did. Don't do it no more. Continue to read.
Admonish thy friend.
Admonish thy friend.
It may be that he have not said.
He may not have said what they told you he said. But go ahead.
And if he have, that he speak it not again.
Hey, man, don't let it come back out your mouth again, bro. I mean, you're going to have issues. You know what I'm saying? But that's still your friend. Go ahead and read.
Admonish a friend.
Admonish a friend.
For many times it is a slander.
It's so cut. Hey, man, you know your boy over there talking about you. Hey, man, you say something about me? Nah, bro, you know I wouldn't say that. Okay, we straight then.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Believe not every tale.
And believe not every tale. Go ahead and read.
There is one that slippeth in his speech. But not from his heart.
And he may have said so, but he really didn't know what I'm saying. It wasn't no meanness to it.
Right.
But you gotta weigh that in the battle. That's why I said admonish him. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but go ahead.
And who is he that have not offended with his tongue?
And before you just condemn the brother, think about it. You just said some stuff that you know you showed to see. So I'm saying, so don't be, man, that nigga, that man got me messed up, man. I'm go there and tell that nigga what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Because you gotta stop and think, hey man, you done sinned too.
Yep, you done
slip with your tongue.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying? You know, you and your old lady get into it. Man, I don't know the hell she thinks she talking to. Mm-hmm. Hey, but look, you just said some stuff you ain't had no business do. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying? Yeah. So you gotta admonish one another with the word.
Somebody to cut you off in traffic.
Yeah.
I ain't dead it, boy.
That'll get your blood, boy.
That used to be something that ticked me off. Like slow drivers and reckless drivers.
Yeah.
Man. Look,
and you behind a Hitler cuss.
Man. But hey, I done got way better.
Hey, all praise to the Most High. But go ahead and finish, bro.
Verse 17. Admonish thy neighbor.
Admonish thy neighbor.
Before thou threatening him.
And don't look, man. Before you go over there talk about whooping up on somebody or taking somebody to court, go over there and check the scene out, see what the business is. Look at Water P, stupid, man. Water P, you stupid. Go ahead, man.
It says, and not being angry. Give place to the law of the Most High.
Give place to the what?
To the law of the Most High.
Because get what? The law is love, and the love is the law.
Yeah.
You got to treat your neighbor as yourself. So you know you done slipped up. Hey, maybe he or she slipped up. Yeah. Don't take it to the heart until you. Now, once is a mistake. Twice It's a coincidence 3 times, a pattern. So now you've been weighing in the balance, naturally.
Right.
But hey, it may have been a slip up. Yeah. It ain't no need for us to get all in the up over slip up. Let's just, hey, bro, hey, so just don't do that no more.
Right, and that's giving place to the law.
That's giving place to the law.
Right.
Because you admonishing your brother. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Go ahead and read. That was verse verse
19.
Yeah, go ahead, 19.
The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life.
So you gotta know something to have the doctrine of life. So if you ain't studying and showed out yourself approved, then you can come slipping at one time and don't know you slipping and may have lost a friend. Right. But you gotta know what does say the Lord. But go ahead and read.
They that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality.
The fruit of the tree of immortality. So hey, because he tell you this is the patience of the saints, those that keep the commandments of the Most High and had a testimony of Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. Where we at, TJ?
We at Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes. We in Ecclesiastes chapter 7. Ecclesiastes chapter 7. But hey, man, when I got to doing this lesson, it was so many things about how you treat your neighbor and the law and brotherhood and all that, man. I know we got a lot of script, but man, I think this lesson is well needed, especially for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because this thing, it's giving us every step to this thing, everything, how we got to do this thing and walk it out with our brothers and sisters. This is a good lesson that the Most High put together, man. And I just threw these, I want to put as many of these scripts in as possible. But Ecclesiastes 7, we're going to read 5 to 6. What did it say?
All right. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the songs of fools.
Right. Let's go back to that proverb we just read. Go ahead.
For as the crackling of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of a fool.
And what?
This is also bad.
So, hey, you ain't listen to the wise, you ain't get to the wise beat time, but you always around a fool. It's just like crackling up on the pot. You can hear it, but it ain't doing nothing. Yeah. It ain't heating the pot up. Right. It ain't cooking the food. It just making noise. It's vanity. It's for nothing. That's all. When you hanging around a fool, according to the scriptures, it's vanity. You wasting your time. You better get to the one with wisdom beat time. Yeah. Sirach. We're going back to Proverbs 26. I'm sorry. Proverbs 26, my young brother. We're going to read 20 through 26 because, hey, we just got to read about admonishing and whatnot, right? So, hey, we got to remove the strife. We got to remove the contentions from the brotherhood, from the sisterhood. And somebody got to be able to pick up the phone and say, look, we're going to be able to get this right or not. And they say, no, I don't want to deal with you. Then, hey, you done what you're supposed to do according to the law. Right. You keep it moving. Go ahead and read, bro. 26 and 20, what it say?
Where no wood is.
Where no wood is.
There the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceases.
So if you around a bunch of talebearers, it's always going to be some drama. So if you in an assembly or a church where there's always drama, there's a lot of whispering and backbiting going on. You just read it out of the scripture. Continue to read.
As coals are to burning coals, and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife.
Hey, so that joker there, man, he always putting fuel on the fire. She always gossiping, always bumping her gun, always picking up the phone. Girl, let me tell you. Go ahead and read.
The words of a talebearer are as wounds. And they go down into the innermost part.
So much for the word can't hurt you. Because the words of a talebearer, the words of a lie, one that's always talking, it's like wounds. Like ulcers, man. Hey, and they hurt. You know, they lied to us growing up, talking about sticks and stones may break my bone, but word will never hurt me. That's a lie. According to the word of the Most High God. That's a lie.
Just look how we react with somebody.
Yeah, when somebody do say something, you ready to fight.
You be pumped.
You ready? Hey, man, you blowing snot and ready to spitting and all kinds of ready to swell up all in your chest. Yeah. Your throat get all big. So words do hurt. Go ahead and read, bro.
It says, burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross.
You see that? You see that? It look good. Them words look tantalizing. like it's silver, but it really ain't nothing but a potsherd.
Mm.
It ain't got no value to it. Go ahead and read.
He that hateth dissembleth with his lips.
He that hated lied with his mouth. Go ahead and read.
And layeth up deceit within him.
Uh-huh.
So hate ain't always shown outward.
No, he got that evil eye.
It says he dissembleth or pretends with his lips.
That's right.
He say one thing,
but he lied, man.
Yeah,
he lied,
and he layeth up deceit in his heart.
We read over that Sirach. He plotting on you all the time.
Yeah.
He just waiting for the right time on your fall.
Yep. And he gonna reveal himself.
He said, man, even that one that he said, man, he waiting for the right opportunity to drop you to your knees, to destroy you. You better try him out first. Go ahead and read.
When he speaketh fair, believe him not.
When he all nice and kind did that, man, don't roll with that. Don't roll with it, because it ain't real. It ain't real, bro. Go ahead.
For there are 7 abominations.
What?
7
abominations.
In his heart.
In his heart. And we read about them over the other Proverbs saying what? One that soweth discord among the brethren, feet swift to mischief, to sin, all that. Yeah. What the next place at?
We're at verse.
We still in that 26? You read down 26?
Verse 26.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whose hatred is covered by deceit.
He covered up in deceit. Man, I love you. I love you. And ready to stick a shake deep down in your back. His hatred is covered up with deceit. Hey, it may do some nice things for you, but just waiting on that right time. Go ahead and read.
His wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation.
Hey, and guess what? Gonna put him out there on Front Street. Gonna put him out there on Front Street. So that's what I'm saying. You strike a hand with these jokers. When the punishment come down, don't look funny in the face. Right. Because you've been admonished. Don't be looking funny in the face when the punishment come down. Where we at, TJ?
Proverbs 22.
Flip back. Proverbs 22. Proverbs 22. And we're gonna read 10 through 11, then we're gonna skip down. Proverbs 22 and 10. What did it say, my young brother?
Proverbs 22 and 10. Cast out the scorner, and contention shall go out.
Cast out the scorner, and contention and strife shall go out. Go ahead.
Yea, strife and reproach shall cease.
So if you get rid of the common denominator, the problem will solve itself. Cast out the scorner. Go ahead and read.
He that loveth pureness of heart, for the grace of his lips, the king shall be his friend.
The king shall be the ruler, gonna be your friend if you're doing it in pureness and heart. Skip down to verse 24. What did it say?
Make no friendship with an angry man.
Make no friendship with an angry man.
And with the furious man thou shalt not go.
Why?
Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul.
And get a snare to thy soul. So if you got one of them kind of jokers like that, you better get away from around. You better stop calling them on the phone, calling her on the phone. Somebody that's always mad, always around here spreading lies, talebearing. He said, make no friendship with an angry man, lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. Next place. Go back to Sirach to 37. Is that right?
Yeah.
Sirach to 37. Because true brothers will be there when the adversity hits you. And not just in lip service, man. True brothers. I don't know about, well, we started at verse 1. We're gonna read verse 1 through 6. What it say?
Every friend said, I am his friend also. But there's a friend which is only a friend in name.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and read.
Is it not a grief unto death when a companion and friend is turned into an enemy?
Yep. Hey, man, and it take you there. You be ready, man. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, I trusted that dude, man. I trusted the old girl. And now they're your enemy. It's grief. It's grievous. Especially when you supposedly in this truth and these jokers turn, tuck tail, and run on you. It's grievous to you, bro. Go ahead and read.
Oh, wicked imagination.
Oh, wicked imagination.
Which camest thou in to cover the earth with deceit?
Go ahead, bro.
There is a companion which rejoiceth in the prosperity of a friend. But in the time of trouble, he will be against
We
thee.
read that before too. Go ahead and read.
There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly.
For his own lust, his own sake. Go ahead.
And taketh up the buckler against the enemy. Forget not thy friend in thy mind. And be not unmindful of him in thy riches.
So when he down, don't forget about him. You got a little come up. Don't forget about him because he didn't forget about you. Because when you was around for your own lust and everything, hey, he was there for you. So when you come up on a little something, don't forget about your friend. Don't forget about your brother. Don't forget about your sister. Go ahead, bro. What we have skipped that was verse 6. Yeah, that was 6 on that.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next plate. Sirach at 22. Flip on over to Sirach 22. Flip back. Sirach at 22. Because if something can be fixed, fix it. If it can't, like with Paul and Barnabas, then you just got to go your separate ways, man. Because everything can't be fixed, but some things can be fixed.
Paul said, if it be possible, live at peace with
all. That's right, bro. If it be possible. Sirach 22 and verse 20. But we're going to read right here. Everything can't be fixed. You just got to deal with it. 22 and 20. When you get it, my brother, go ahead and read.
Whoso casteth the stone at the birds frayeth them away. And he that upbraided his friend breaketh friendship.
See, there it is again. Cast out the scorner, and contention will cease. You always got a joker that's throwing a rock and hiding his hand. Go ahead and read.
Right. It says, though thou drawest a sword at thy friend, yet despair not. For there may be a returning to faith.
And everything ain't got to be an end to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, every situation or contention, that ain't got to be the end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you might draw that sword, but then you may have to put it back in your sheath because you may be able to regain that person. Go ahead and read.
If thou hast opened thy mouth against thy friend, fear not, for there may be a reconciliation.
It may be. Go ahead.
Except for upbraiding. A tongue lash.
That tongue lash.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you got to be careful of your words.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Or pride.
Or that pride rise up.
Or disclosing of secrets.
Oh man, you know Joe ain't got he got with 3 toes on his foot. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you don't want to tell nobody that. Man, you know, dude, man, eye lazy. He just got them corrective lenses on right now. But tell him take that contact out, man. Eye drop right down like about to pop out of the head. See, and you disclose them secrets. You know what I'm saying? Then, hey, you may not be able to regain your friend. Go ahead and read.
Or a treacherous wound. For these, every friend will depart.
See, then we say them words go down the belly like wound.
Yeah.
See, some of them things you say you can't take back, dude, ain't gonna forgive you for. Nah, man, I'm straight with you, brother. I can't be around you. You know what I'm saying, man? I told you not to tell nobody, man. You told that.
Yeah.
Sister told you to keep it secret. You told that. And they came back and destroyed that person like a wound to them. And they can't forget about it. Go ahead and read.
Yeah. They can. They just rather not
deal with They don't want to deal with you.
Because,
they don't want to deal with you no more.
Just don't want to deal with
you. Know what I'm saying? They don't want to be put back in that situation.
Because, some people, they don't know what they going to do if they, let you do that to them again.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You do that to again, it might be some furniture move.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then you in a whole nother situation then. You know what I'm saying? Joker biting your earlobes off and, pop you across the head or something, man, And you can't take them licks back. You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Yep.
Where we at? Verse
23.
Yeah.
It says, be faithful to thy neighbor in his poverty. That thou mayest rejoice in his prosperity.
That's right.
Abide steadfast unto him at the time of his trouble.
Yes, sir.
That thou mayest be heir with him in his heritage.
There you go.
For a mean estate is not always to be contemned.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Nor the rich that is foolish to be had in admiration.
So, like I say, we've been reading this all night. Hey, man, when your friend down, you need to be there. When your friend up, you need to be there. You know what I'm saying? Just don't be at the table when it's all good. When it go bad, you need to be there. Uplift your brother and sister and wash them with the word. Get them some scripts. You know what I'm saying? Always be there, not just in a good time. Hey, when it's all good, everybody is fine. Man, when the drama comes, we gonna see who around. Continue to read.
Verse 24, as the vapor and smoke of a furnace goeth before the fire, so reveling before blood.
See, there it is right there. Hey, man, now it didn't came to blows now. See that little spark right there? Now it didn't turn to blood, because now, hey, Joker picked up baseball bats and some more stuff. Now they ready to get at you, because you done ran your mouth too much. So just like that little vapor smoke come before the furnace is burning, that little whistle, that little talk. Now we got to come to blows. Go ahead and read.
I will not be ashamed to defend a friend.
I will not be ashamed to defend a friend.
Neither will I hide myself from him.
That's it, bro. That's it. Let's go to the next place. We getting close, y'all. We getting close. Proverbs 17. I should have just told y'all at the beginning. Let's put y'all marking Proverbs and Sirach. I know we bouncing back and forth. Proverbs 17, and we're gonna read 17. Then we're gonna skip back up and do something. I want to make a point.
Okay.
Proverbs 17 and 17. Then we're gonna skip back up to verse 9. Go ahead and read.
A friend loveth at all times.
See, that's what I'm saying. A friend loveth good or bad time. A friend loveth at all times.
And a brother is born for adversity.
And a brother is born for adversity. Now skip back up to verse 9. Look what it says.
He that covered the transgression seeketh love.
See, hey, you gotta have some forgiveness. He that covers the transgression seeking love. Love, you know why you seeking love? Because you seeking to keep the law. Go ahead and read.
But he that repeateth a matter separated friend.
Separated very friend. Go
very
ahead.
Friend.
A
reproof entereth more into a wise man than in 100 stripes into a fool.
See, you can beat a fool, and he's still gonna be a fool. See, that's what I'm saying. Even though you may have beat the brakes off that joke, guess what? If you didn't do enough damage to him, he gonna still go back and run his mouth. But a wise man, you tell him, say, bro, you know, like we read on that Sirach, you admonishing that brother. He gonna take heed to that. And he gonna sit back and marinate on that, and then he gonna say, well, you know what, I was wrong. Or she gonna say, you know what, I can see how this sister can feel like that. Let me go try to make it right with my brother and my sister. Go ahead and read.
An evil man seeketh only rebellion. Therefore, a cruel messenger shall be sent against him.
So hey, guess what? And the Lord gonna send that. Say a fool mouth calling for stroke. Where we at?
We at verse 19.
Read.
Skip down to 19.
Skip down to 19. Yeah, go ahead and read.
He that loveth transgression, he loveth transgression that loveth strife. And he that exalteth his gate seeketh destruction.
Hey man, he that exalted himself, you looking to get your head cracked by the Most High. Because you love destruction, you love perdition. Go ahead, bro.
He that hath a forward heart findeth no good. And he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief.
And I always got some drama going. Where we at? Go to Matthew the 18th. Because hey, now that we see all this stuff about protocol, I mean, we're going to read the protocol about handling strife and misunderstanding. Matthew the 18, bro. Matthew the 18. We're going to pick it up at verse 15. We're going to read 15 through 17 real quick. 15 through 17. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Moreover, if thy brother shall trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault between thee and him alone.
What, say it again?
Between thee and him alone.
I'm gonna go get dude straight, man. Man, what happened? No, you can go get it right with him first. Go ahead.
If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother.
Thou hast gained thy brother.
But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee one or two more. In the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established.
That's it, bro.
And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church.
Tell it unto who?
The church.
So everybody gonna know about it now. Since you didn't want to, me and you couldn't sell it. Then you couldn't sell it from me and 2 witnesses. Now I'm gonna tell everybody. Go ahead.
But if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an heathen man and the public.
As a non-believer and a sellout. As a non-believer and a coon. That's what you are to me. A non-believer and a coon. You a sellout. That ain't my word. Ain't that in blood in your Bible? That's in blood. Yeshua said, Jesus said that. You a sellout and a non-believer. Because I came to you with the protocol and you still reject it. Next plate. Titus 3:8. Yeah, I know. See, I'm gonna tell you something. I know this lesson right here ain't sitting with a whole lot of people that gonna view this lesson because it's exposing. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's cutting me here and there. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Take your medicine. Take your medicine. Don't reject it. Take your medicine. Titus 3:8, bro. Let me get there. Titus 3:8. When you get it, my young brother, go ahead and read.
This is a faithful saying.
This is a faithful saying.
And these things I will that thou affirm constantly, that thou believe that they which have believed in God might be careful to maintain good works.
Good works. Go ahead.
These things are good and profitable.
See, you got to be careful to maintain these good works, but go ahead.
But avoid foolish questions.
Avoid foolish questions.
And genealogy. And contention.
And what?
And contention.
And contentions. Go ahead.
And strivings about the law. For they are unprofitable and vain.
So, hey, man, you need to try to avoid all that. You know what I'm saying? But now there's a time for reproof and admonishment. And when it's time, you do that. But if all possible, try to avoid any contentions. But go ahead and read.
A man that is an heretic after the first and second admonition.
Hey, didn't we just read that? Hey, man, you took these folks to him. You went to him. He still ain't trying to hear that. Hey, man, you got to leave him alone. Go ahead.
Knowing that he is such, knowing that he that is such is subverted.
It's a mind gone. Go ahead.
And sin, being condemned of himself.
He condemned himself doing that. You condemning yourself, bro. That's self-inflicted gunshot wound. Sirach the 10. Go back to Sirach one last time. We winding it up. We got a few more. I may leave some of these off, TJ. Sirach the 10. Huh? All right. Sirach the 10. And we're gonna pick it up. We're gonna pick it up at verse 19. You're gonna read two. We're just gonna read two. Sirach the 10, verse 19 through 21, three scripts. All right. Go ahead and read.
They that fear the Lord are a sure seed.
Are sure seed. Go ahead.
And they that love him in honorable plant.
Yes, sir.
And they that regard not the law are dishonorable.
You a dishonorable seed. You ain't gonna grow. Go ahead.
They that transgress the commandments are deceivable.
So guess what? They go to deceit again. So you transgressing the law by murdering, killing your brother. Ain't got no love against your brothers and sisters. You a deceivable seed. A seed of evildoers, it said over in Isaiah. Strange children. Over there, Sirach said they done begotten. I mean, Ezra said they begot monstrous children. So that's what you are. You a deceivable seed. You no good to you and nobody else. You good for nothing but to be thrown in the fire and burn up. Go ahead and read.
Verse
20.
Among brethren, he that is chief is honorable. So are they that fear the Lord in his eyes.
There you go. So guess what? You want to be held honorable in the eyes of the Most High God? Hey, man, you got to be chief, but you got to be honorable as well. But go ahead and read.
The fear of the Lord goeth before the obtaining of authority. But roughness and pride is the losing thereof.
So you lose your spot. You can. Hey, we got another lesson called "Don't be a spot holder." Because sometimes you can lose your spot with the Most High. You can lose your place of authority, your place of rank, when you got wickedness and evilness amongst you, man. Let's go to the next place, TJ. We're going to keep it moving, keep it grooving. Let's go to Hebrew. For you, Hebrew. We're going to Hebrews the 6th, man. Hebrews the 6th. And we're going to pick it up. And we're going to read two verses. We got one hitter, two hitter quitter. 6, we're going to pick it up at 10, man. And we're going to read 6 through 12. I mean, chapter 6, 10 through 12. Go ahead and read.
For Yah is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love.
That's right.
which ye have shown toward his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
So you got to minister to the saints, which is your brothers and sisters of the faith. And hey, the Most High won't forget that, but go ahead and read.
And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end.
So you got to put in some work, brothers and sisters. You can't be lazy about this thing. You can't just be going around lackadaisy and la-di-da and half doing stuff. You got to be diligent about this work. You got to be diligent about keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And you can't let nothing in this life or nobody deter you from that. Anytime you want to feel like you ready to relax in this thing, you need to give yourself a kickstart. Because hey, you on that slippery slope now. And you can let this thing slip. But go ahead and read.
And we desire that every one of you, I'm gonna pick that up again.
Go ahead, bro.
Again. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to full assurance of hope unto the end.
Until the end. Go ahead, bro.
That ye be not slothful.
Oh, be not slothful,
but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promise.
Now look, we got a great cloud of witnesses. Brother Paul, Brother Shaul, hey man, he went all the way to the end, didn't he? Peter then went all the way to the stake, to the cross. Hey, you got to take this thing all the way to the end. Even the part about loving your brothers and sisters, you got to take it all the way to the end. And you can't be slack and you can't be slothful with it. Where we going, TJ? 1 Corinthians 13. Ooh. 1 Corinthians 13. You know what? Skip that one. Go to Philippians 2. Okay. Philippians 2. Philippians 2. Go to Philippians. Go to Philippians 2. We're gonna read verses 1 through 4. Because we got all, and it's laid out, we definitely need to be like-minded. Like-minded is what's gonna keep us in the faith and keep us in the brotherhood. 1 Corinthians 2, verses 1 through 4. When you get it, go ahead and read.
If there be any consolation in Christ, if any comfort of love,
yes, sir.
If any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowels and mercy, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, yes, having the same love.
Having the same love or the same keeping of the commandments. Go ahead.
Being of one accord, of one mind.
One mind.
Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory.
Right.
But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves.
And see, this ain't no popularity contest. This ain't no ladder climbing contest. This ain't no, let me see who can teach, read, or do more. This ain't about all that. Right. It's about the work. It's about taking care of the business. Right. This ain't about all that. A lot of people have made this thing where, if somebody gets a pat on the back or congratulations from a brother and sister, then the next Negro, he jealous of this brother. Because he getting pat. Same thing with Saul, like we read. Right. It ain't about that. It's about taking care of the Lord's business. And if you got any other mindset, then you need to check yourself. You need to check why you doing what you doing. Why are you doing it? Are you doing this to be looked at a certain way, to be thought of in a certain regard, like the scribes and the Pharisees? Or are you doing it for the love of Yeshua and for the kingdom? That's what you need to be doing it for. Any other reason is vanity. Go ahead and read, bro.
Look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others.
On the other things of others. Go ahead, bro.
Let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus, who being in the form of God, thought it not robbery.
You went too far. That was my bad. I let you go too far. I don't want to get into that. That's something totally different. All right. Let's go to Galatians 6. All right. Flip back to Galatians 6, man. Galatians 6. And we're going to pick it up at verse 8. Galatians 6 and 8. When you get it, my young brother, go ahead and read.
For he that sowed to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption.
Go ahead.
But he that sowed to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting.
So, hey, the carnal thing, and he said the carnal thing was really left to the Gentiles. We're supposed to be all about, Israel supposed to be about the spiritual thing. Right. And if you sow into your flesh, if you doing it for vain glory, if you backbiting and tail bearing, then that what you sow, that's what you gonna reap. And if you sowing of the spirit, you sowing in love, you sowing in caring, you sowing in you sowing in loving thy neighbor thyself, then that's what you gonna reap. Right. Don't be deceived. God is not mocked. That what you sow, you gonna reap. Continue.
And let us not be weary in well doing.
Don't get tired in doing good, but go ahead.
For in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
If we faint not, go ahead and read.
As we have therefore opportunity.
As we therefore have opportunity.
Let us do good unto all men.
But especially
unto them who are of the household of faith.
So especially to the brotherhood, especially to the sisterhood. Right. That's who you ought to be doing good to. That's who you ought to be checking on. That's who you ought to be swinging swords with. As you have occasion, let us do good unto all men, but especially to those who are the household of faith, who are partakers of the benefit, who in this spiritual scrap with you, 10 toes down, elbow to elbow in the ditch, fighting and scratching. That's who you ought to be good to. That's John 15, bro.
Okay.
John 15. John 15. And we're going to pick it up at verse 30. We're going to read 13 through 15. John 15, pick it up at 13. When you get it, go ahead and read.
Greater love have no man than this. That a man lay down his life for his friend.
For his who?
For his friend.
Or his brother, or his sister, or his neighbor. No greater love. So when you want to categorize love and find out how much somebody loves you, or you want to measure the love that they have for you, or you want to just measure yourself, yeah. Would you lay down your life for this person? Would you lay down your life for the faith? That's how you measure love. So when people, you don't love me, well, let me see. Will I die for you? No, I don't love you. You see what I'm saying? I mean, jokingly, but I'm saying this in blood. This real stuff we reading about this. Because Yeshua gave up being God, part of the Elohim, to come down and die for you. No greater love than this than a man lay down his life for his friends. Go ahead and read.
Ye are my friend.
Ye are my friend.
If you do whatsoever I command you.
So you a friend of Hamashiach if you do what he commanded. He said, love thy neighbor as thyself. Go ahead and read.
Henceforth I call you not servant. For the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Go ahead, bro.
But I have called you friend. For all things that I have heard of my Father,
right,
I have made known unto you.
Yes, sir.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit.
And that seed that's sown again, go ahead.
And that your fruit should remain. That whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
Go ahead.
These things I command you, that ye love one another.
There it is again, commanded that you love. Last play, bro. Last play. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon. This is the last place, y'all. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha. Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th. Chapter 7. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. And we're going to pick it up. We're going to read verses 6 through 10, my young brother. Then we're going to skip down. You hear me? We're going to skip down. So starting at verse 6, go ahead and read.
For all men have one interest into life, and the light going out.
Everybody gonna come in the same way, gonna go out the same way. Go ahead.
Wherefore I pray and understanding was given to me.
Then we just read about the ass of Yah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I called upon Yah, and the spirit of wisdom came to me.
Yes, sir.
I preferred her before scepters and throne, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her.
So he said, hey man, I desire the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High above all the riches, above all the prestige. I don't want to be a king, I want to be wise. Go ahead and read.
Neither compared I unto her any precious stone.
Go ahead, brother.
Because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand.
Yes, sir.
And silver shall be counted as clay before her.
And silver can't compare it to wisdom and the knowledge of God. Go ahead.
I loved her above health and beauty. And chose to have her instead of light. For the light that cometh from her never goeth
and the
out.
light of the love of the Lord and the wisdom of God never go out. Skip down to verse 14. What it say?
For she is a treasure unto men that never fail. Which they use become the friends of God.
Become the who?
Friends of God.
So we just read that in the New Testament. If you do what he say, the commandment, the wisdom, that you're going to be a friend of the Most High God. Go ahead and read.
Being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Go ahead.
God have granted me to speak as I would.
Go ahead.
And to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me. Because it is he that leadeth unto wisdom.
Yes, sir.
And directed the wise.
He directed the wise. Skip down to 22.
22.
Gonna read 22 through 28. What it say?
For wisdom, which is the work of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit.
Understanding spirit.
Holy. One only. Manifold.
We just read about that. One man, one spirit. Go ahead.
Subtle. Lively. Clear. Undefiled. Plain. Not subject to hurt. Loving the thing that is good. Quick.
It's alive.
Which cannot be letted. Ready to do good. Kind to man. Steadfast.
Go ahead.
Sure. Free from care. Having all power. Overseeing all things. And going through all understanding. Pure and most subtle. Spirits. For wisdom is more moving than any motion.
Yes, sir.
She passive and going through all things by reason of her pureness.
Go ahead.
For she is the breath of the power of God.
And we can read that about that in the beginning. But go ahead and read.
And the pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty.
Yes, sir.
Therefore, can no defiled thing fall into it.
And see, when you operate with the spirit and knowledge of God, you won't be defiled with envy, strife, and jealousy. You won't hate your brother. You won't hate your sister. When you operating in the law, when you operate in the wisdom of God, go ahead and read.
For she is the brightness of the everlasting light.
Yes, sir.
The unspotted mirror of the power of God.
Go ahead.
The image of his goodness.
Yes, sir.
And being but one, she can do all things.
She can do all things.
And remaining in herself, she maketh all things new.
Go ahead, brother.
And in all ages entering into holy soul. And she maketh them friends of God.
See, there it is again. Go ahead.
And prophet.
And prophet and what else? What's the last verse?
For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
So God loveth none but him that dwelleth in wisdom. So once again, brothers and sisters, love or the keeping of the law is how you maintain the brotherhood, or as we say, the friends. That's the lesson. We hope you got some understanding. This your boy T Boogie. I got the young lion back with me, standing 10 toes down, feet on the damn ground.
Wow.
All praise. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Appreciate that. Once again, we got the announcement. Hey, we planning our first feast, Order Melchizedek Ministry. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that want to attend the feast with us or want to be a part of the feast, come fellowship with your brothers and sisters. April the 20th. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you want the location and the time, you can hit us up, give them your contact.
I'm gonna put mine down in the comment.
All right. So the young lion can put his contact down in the comment section on YouTube. But I got my contact is What the Book Say Radio. You can hit us up on What the Book Say Radio. Leave a comment and leave your email or your contact information. You can hit me up on Facebook Messenger. It's Terrence Butler. That's TERRANCE Butler, BUTLER. If you're gonna be in Memphis during the feast, the first day of Feast of Unleavened Bread, come down and fellowship with your brothers and sisters. We already got some people committed coming in out of town. You know what I'm saying? So we're looking forward to that. We got some other stuff coming up. We got a Hebrew Israelite Expo that we trying to put together. Any of you brothers or sisters that's selling stuff, Hebrew Israelite stuff, health food, whatever, we're trying to get it put together. In the weeks to come, you're gonna see a flyer, a media flyer on the What the Book Say radio page and on the YouTube page and on my Facebook page as well about the expo and some other things we try to put together. But you can hit us up and you can even hit us on our email account. It's truehebrew02@gmail.com, and you can hit us up and we can give you the venue place that we have it at, the time we gonna have it, all that. We're gonna food, fellowship, and fun with our brothers and sisters in the faith, and we look forward to it. We just look forward to it. You got anything, young bro?
Oh man, now happy Sabbath again, Most High willing. That part 3 will be ready real soon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure everything is how the spirit wants it to be.
Right, most definitely. And don't forget, like us on Facebook, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Hey, and send these lessons out. Send these lessons edifying you. Send them out to your family members and whoever, and just get the word out, because it's all about the kingdom business. We got to do. Everybody got to do their part. Even the eyelashes is needed for the body. So whatever little bit you can do to get the word out, do that. All right. All praise, honor, and great glory is unto our God, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. To our brothers and sisters in the faith, as always, we salute you. This your boy T Boogie. Got the young lion. We're going to get back with y'all on the other side.